We all find minicab drivers quite annoying, don't we? The way they turn up and they beat their horn rather than just simply knock on the door. Lazy. However, have you ever considered that that beeping might be another driver who is so disgruntled by the way they just suddenly stop that they give it what for?
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Mick Hucknall. Not simply Red Mick Hucknall. Mustard, Captain Mustard. Obviously he's not answered, and that must mean that you're going to have to leave a voicemail if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine, just call back later, I'm sure he'll answer. But bear in mind, if he doesn't recognise the number, he just may well turn into Bruce Forsyth halfway through the message. So, good luck with that!
The engine crane's just there, all I've got to do is wheel it round. I shouldn't even consider that I've got time for a cup of tea. I've not got apple anyway. It's weird really to think that when I'm at work, sometimes I think, I could just do with a proper day off to do something different. And then I have a proper day off, and then I need to come back down to work, and I end up thinking, I'd love to spend all day here doing stuff like this, it'd be great. I just thought I'd have a quick check around the back to see if the window's done any damage, and shit, it kind of has. Hello fishies, would you like some food? I am doing one simple lift with the crane. One simple lift and then moving it from outside to inside. Yet, on this occasion, I'm not going to take any chances with my toes because that's the engine and gearbox together. There's quite a bit of weight to it, and I would be silly to not simply put my steel toe cap boots on just in case. Engine protected against the elements. The question is where do I put this engine? Because although I've had a bit of a tidy up, not that you can really tell, there isn't really room. It's just go there. That time isn't on my side, so the best thing to do is just to crack on and not get distracted by anything, even a pasty. See, it's too hot so anyway. The trouble with engines, even lightweight engines like the K-Series, is they're heavy. The entire casing and the casing of the gearbox is all aluminium, but what's inside is what counts. If you want to speak to Mustard, just call back later. Don't bother leaving a message, you won't listen to it. Fuck off. Hi-ho, Silver! Get ready for some Allegroman wisdom, because it's already started. So there we have it. A Rover 45 in silver, for sale, quite cheap. Come and buy it. Not from me, or for Allegroman. Bye-bye.
Hello, you have reached Capitano Mostardo. Leave message.
It's Sunday, the 28th of September. I'm in Macclesfield, and it's raining, but I'm on my way home and I haven't got wet, and that's simply because I'm in a car that has a roof. But not so long back I was in a car that didn't have a roof. I'd like to test drive one of those BMW i3s for the simple reason, or the observation of the back end, which is very facey. It looks like an old lady. It looks like an old lady that's had an awful lot of money spent on her face to make her try and look young. But what happens is she ends up looking like an old lady who spent a load of money on trying to look young rather than looking young. What a lovely day it was indeed, driving the Lotus Elan. Even I drove it this time. Steve brought a flask of tea and he bought me a book as well. I mean, genuinely, he bought me a book. I wonder if I'll ever read it. Look at this lovely smooth surface. A road in Great Britain that is smooth. Now that's a novelty. That means that you can hear the sound of the engine more than you can hear the tyre noise. And you can hear the turbo. I can hear the turbo in this car now. Hear it? Usually it's not considered a good thing to be able to hear the turbo in your car, because it could be a sign of it wearing out. But is it? Is it always the case? Because when you have an easier breathing thingy up front, surely you get more noise anyway. It's the choice. Why would anybody buy a Rover when there are so many other types of cars available? Well, the answer is quite simple. The Rover is more likely to have people ask you, why did you buy one of these? And if you like talking to people and like having questions, then that is a good idea. Being spoken to in the manner with which I'm quite happy to answer these kind of questions all the time. If only they would happen. Not eaten anything all day except for some toast this morning. And now it's nearly 5 o'clock. As you can imagine, I am overdue some grub. But I'm also rather tired. I'm also not tired. Yeah, I'm going to start saying words the way they're spelt or spelled. So I'm rather tired. You know, you said that nobody wants to watch a video of you washing the car.
Whoops-a-daisy, Christopher Biggins.
Well, it won't be me, it'll be you. This could take a while. All he's got to do is just set off out of the yard, but he's like a woman at a petrol station, fiddling around with her handbag and all these other kind of things, and just... It's just as well we're not hungry, isn't it? But it's already 20 seconds of me filming, and he's only just started his engine. Amazing. Utterly amazing.
You're a microphone, you twat. You're going to be ruining my video.
Good.
There are multitudinous eating establishments on the Milkton Road. Now then, do you have a preference, Captain, for which one we visit first, i.e. today?
Well,
i.e. very shortly.
It would make sense to either go to Istanbul, because that's where we always go to, or McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Yeah. Imagine if we started off in McDonald's. No, I don't think you can film in there.
I have done before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
Do what you want at McDonald's. Actually, that would be a laugh doing McDonald's.
Yeah. wouldn't it?
Particularly because you hate McDonald's with a passion.
I don't hate it. I just don't find it particularly filling or satisfying. And I hate it with a passion.
Yeah.
Do you know what else I hate with a passion?
Me.
No, I don't. I actually quite like you, believe it or not.
God, you wouldn't think so.
Really? Why?
Oh, you're always saying beastly things about me.
Well, you
I
deserve.
watched your video the other day.
Yeah?
And you were saying, oh, it's a Monday, so but let's look on the bright side. Maybe we'll be lucky and he won't turn up.
Well, maybe I've been anticipating you not bothering to watch them any longer. Just wait for the next one.
Well, this is why I
You don't get a
watching
mention,
your
but
bloody videos.
you don't get a mention, but I do point out something that is particular to you.
Dear, I should point out, of course, that Captain Mustard here is also a YouTuber, kind of.
Yeah, and the chances of any of you knowing about him without me are reasonably small. Oh, except for all the people that you've managed to drag in
Yeah.
from Sean's lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where would you be without that first little pat at the bottom from me, eh?
I'd still have 12 subscribers.
Yeah, because I'd have got fed up with your bloody attitude by now. I'm going to press it on subscribers. This is where it's going to matter. He'll notice this. He'll not sleep over this particular thing.
Going down from 13 to
Yeah,
12.
yeah.
That would have been heartbreak.
Well, it's a big drop, isn't it?
It's a massive drop in percentage terms.
It is, exactly.
Why are all those people wanting to go right? What's so good down there?
Oh, maybe they'll live down there.
Oh, gosh. So, what is your preference then? We've narrowed it down to McDonald's or Istanbul. I tell you what, you can choose. I will give you the gift of choice.
Well, that's unusual. Because normally we do it the other way around, don't we?
Well, normally the rule is whoever is paying gets the choice.
Well,
And it's your turn to pay, so it's your choice.
I'm trying to keep a straight face. Well done.
Yeah.
Very good. See, the trouble is you keep forgetting that I'm not as daft as you want me to be.
Yeah, annoyingly. Okay, so it's my turn to pay. So in theory, it's my choice.
Yep.
But, oh no, shall I be an arse and say McDonald's
If you want to.
and drag you into a McDonald's?
Yeah. Maybe we should do a drive-through. You definitely can film then. Do you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea for the first one.
What, doing a McDonald's
An actual
drive-through?
drive-through, yeah. Let's do it.
No, not the drive-through. Let's go in.
No. All right. Well, it's up to you. But I do think that would be quite. Actually, don't talk about the video you're making, do you? You do the video.
Yeah.
And this is where your videos are very different to mine, because I do them, and then you see them, whereas you talk about doing them. And
Nice
by the
man or
time,
wrong un?
it's a bit diesel in here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a diesel car.
Yeah, but you don't normally smell burning diesel in a diesel car.
I'll have that one.
Oh right, that one again as well.
Yeah.
I mentioned before that my favourite game that I have with Boaty, that he invented by the way, called Nice Man or Wrong Un, is something that I'm looking forward to going out in the car just so we can play it. But then we come back to the other game he likes to play called Perp. And if
I love Perp.
oh look at these guys here, they're don't fall off.
Oh God, every time I see that,
What?
then people behaving like that on bicycles or motor bicycles,
Yep.
I would give anything for them to fall off.
But why don't you just crash into them?
Well, no, because then I'd get in trouble or I'd get a scratch on my car.
Well, being as that they've got no lights, they're all dressed in black, you could say you didn't see them.
What is that car doing there?
Oh, just the usual sort of standard Rochdale manoeuvre, just turning around in the middle of the road wherever you like.
Right.
It's fine. No, honestly, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You can do what you like. Liz, I like to film trams, but you always end up having to film people as well, and I don't want to do that. Bum ba ba da ba da ba 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 bum bum. Boaty!
Hello.
The man driving his own car. Because he likes to drive his own car. Because it's his. But it's not actually, is it? The man not driving his own car.
Right, you've got this is all going on my video. You're trying to make a video while I'm making a video, and you're buggering up my video.
Well, did you have something planned?
Well, this.
Yeah, going to eat somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Now, if he reversed a little bit more, I could park here.
you could do.
Shall I park here? Or?
Yeah, park there. You might as well.
I'll park here.
Chances of getting somewhere else to park.
And then we can get a bit of Nicki Minaj walking down the street.
Stop that. Yet again, he's taking his time in getting out. So he's performing his womanly-like ways and spending ages, even getting out of the car like he does getting in.
Right. Now.
Stop. Go. Oh, see, there's a Rover 25 over there.
It's my Rover 25.
It's not yours.
Oh no, it's not, is it? It's a very nice Rover 25. It's a lot cleaner now than it was before.
Love this bit of road.
What's that on the...
Look.
Oh bloody hell, there's a station there. Biffion.
Well, forget about that. Look at the car in front. It says,
Black box fitted.
yeah, I'm more annoyed about this than you are. So my question is, when you have a black box, does it come with that sticker that you put in the back of your car to make it not only not available for driving quickly anymore, but make it look stupid as well? Well,
I don't care.
hello everyone, welcome to this video where I trigger my OCD. That's right. Naturally you're going to find this a bit difficult to believe, but I am obsessed with things being in their place. It's just that things have got so far out of their place, I've stopped caring about it. But now it's time to start caring again. You are about to see a different mustard altogether. Tidy mustard. The reason all these videos keep coming your way is because I have a rather chaotic imagination, and a chaotic imagination tends to lead to lots of other things not getting sorted out. People who use things don't tend to put them away that well. I mean, I'm going to use Tom as a fairly good example. He's very creative in what he's doing, but he's not very creative in putting things away. My friend Daz came around yesterday. I've not seen him in years. So long, in fact, I didn't even recognise him. But he walked in here and said, "Oh, I don't look too bad, actually." Now, I'm not sure how that's possible. Am I being... I mean, does it actually look quite tidy to you? Many years ago, Senior Mustard had a neighbour. They're a semi-detached house. And Senior's garage was kind of like this. You know, it wasn't as big as this, but it had bits absolutely everywhere. Whereas his neighbour had the same size garage and it was absolutely perfect. Every tool had its place and everything was in its place. And guess what? He didn't use any of the stuff. And it's that provides me with a bit of a fear. What if I tidy everywhere up and make it all really nice and clean and everything, and then I don't want to do anything? Well, it's a chance I'm going to have to take. Because, well, look around. Shelves. Loads of shelves. Those wheels there are not a problem. These shelves are a good idea. They're actually for bread. Shelves. More shelves. Shelves, shelves, shelves everywhere. Enough storage to put everything away, surely. I got mad with this and really get chucking things away that I don't need. For example, shelf number 7. Here we have a box with just a couple of bits in that could easily be condensed down to something much smaller, and a broken lava lamp. Now, do I need that? Not really. But then, what's more wasteful? A shelf with nothing on it, or a shelf with something on it that you probably don't really need. I always start with the bench because this is where I go to when I come in. I come here, I do tea, I do a keyboard, I do putting things down on the bench. A workbench, this is clear, is good. What tends to happen is tools get left on there, and then the keyboard gets, well, the keyboard takes up quite a bit of space, so ideally that should be there so that I have a nice clear working space. Plus, the closer you go to any corner of a clutter-laden lockup, the more stuff you're going to have piled up, meaning it makes it more difficult to play the keyboard because you're stood in the wrong place, and that's why it ends up there. What other workshop relies on having a keyboard? Well, probably none really, because it doesn't really seem relevant at all. But it is to me, because obviously I make videos. I'm going to stick with the not so important stuff around this area. I want this area to be sorted before I move anywhere else because, well, it is useful to have somewhere to make tea. It is useful to have somewhere for my keyboard. It is useful to have a tripod there. But the fish tank may as well go because there are no fish in it. Oh! That's the only trouble with having a keyboard left on. Yeah, the fish. Right, I took them home because there were 5 left. No, 4. There were only 4 left, and I thought they seem a bit lonely, so I took them home and put them in the big tank, and that makes this tank redundant. So I would like to offer it for anybody to take for free, in the same way that it was given to me for free. That will then free up another big space in the corner, which hopefully I won't waste. Now here's the thing though. You see, a lockup like this should be full of detail. It should be things to look at. It should be not just a grey functioning set of shelves with every single tool in its correct place. No, I like the idea of knowing where everything is, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's in the right place. And that is code for, normally, I can't be bothered to tidy up. But in this instance, I want it to be a reflection on the side of me that I like, rather than the side that kind of pisses me off a bit. Leaves. They fall from the trees, and then they get through the gap up there, and they just kind of stay there, suspended in the cobwebs until the weight of them drags them down to the workbench. Let's vacuum them up. The smell is like a musty old haunted house. I kind of like it. I think it's time that Hetty here vacuumed herself. It gets rather dusty in here. And another little observation, how the MGF bonnet, you can actually store stuff in there, like seat covers, like workshop manuals, like lamps and cups with leaves in. Yeah. Huh? Oh, this book's brilliant. I don't understand a word of it, but it's just fantastic. It's 4:45. Tom has gone. And oddly enough, this time, he hasn't cluttered up the bench. He must be seeing something and thinking, yeah, let's not clutter up the bench.
Hello, you've reached Mustard's telephone. He can't take your call right now, but that's fine. all you need to do is leave a message requesting whatever it is you want to request, and he will get back to you if he thinks it's important. Otherwise, try again later. My elephant's toilet roll holder broken on the end. Look at that. As I bent it, I must have really weakened the metal, which wasn't expected. I've run out of tea bags as well, though I do have this box of tea bags kindly given to me by my friend Richard. The date best before 3 years ago. This smell okay. I've had these before from him actually. I wonder if those were out of date as well.
For God's sake.
Welcome to the contemplation area.
A dreamer. But I'm not the only one.
No, you're not.
I hope someday you will join me.
So, a week after I started this big tidy up job, I've had to do some work in here. And that means floor space gets used up. And then, because of that, things get put on the side here again. Now, it's not as awful as it was before, but it is a workbench full of things that haven't been put away. So where is the happy medium here? Should I accept having things out? Because otherwise, could it actually be the case that a workspace that's all tidy with everything put away isn't really a workspace? I don't know, I'm confused. But don't worry, I won't be confused for long. And then I found my old briefcase, which I haven't opened for years. And I'm in two minds to just use it as somewhere to store things, or just close it back up and forget about everything in there, because this is stuff of the past. Typically disorganized things of the past as well. But what I found in there was this, a doggy treat. The last one out of the packet. Never got a chance to give it to her. It's been in there for about 8 years. Working with Steve Berry is a rather chaotic thing indeed. Next thought of the day. Now, I could do with an estate car, which might sound like a bit of an odd thing to say because you don't know what I'm about to say next. But now I have a dog, which you may know or may not know of. In fact, I may have even done a video about having this dog, but I don't know whether I have or not at the moment, because at this current moment I haven't actually made a video about the dog, but I am kind of thinking I'd like to do, because some people would like to see the dog. And I'm going off, you'd think I'm going off topic, but I'm not. Actually, this is all really rather relevant indeed. When you have a dog and you want to take it places, sitting next to you isn't practical. Sitting on the back seat isn't practical, because a dog, although it's much smaller than a human being, will take up a lot more space on the back seat of the car. So it needs to go in the boot. And you don't put dogs in the boots of saloon cars. It's just not right, is it? They don't like it. They're going to complain, and you just generally have the sense that, you know, you shouldn't really be doing that. So let's not do that. So I need an estate car. And the daft thing is, I have just got rid of an estate car, an Audi estate car, an Audi A6 estate car called an Avant. Why did I do that? Well, because it was expensive on fuel. So, have a quick shifty on the old reliable marketplace, and I find that there are very few estate cars available for sale, and the ones that are for sale are very expensive. So, kind of shot myself in the foot somewhat by doing that, but that's how you do it.